hope we remember. There's a leak in this old building. Had it repaired, and then sprang another leak. Had that repaired, there was another one. Since I know this building is leaking, I got to move. Amen. I don't know where y'all are looking to move or not. Sometimes I wonder if we feel that way, that this old building is wearing out. But I know I got to move. And since I know I got to move, I don't have to run from real estate broker to the other. I don't have to run from one landlord to another, seeking a place to live. I already know that I have a building not made with hands. Amen. We have an assurance that all things work together for the good to them that love the Lord. Now, if you get all the good in this life, you're certainly going to miss the best in the life to come. Because we seek all the good out of all the bad. We want them in this life. But the good thing that is to come, and that's life eternal. Amen. In the heavens, that's the best. Amen. And that's why we endure the good with the bad. Amen. Amen. All the promises of God, we're not going to see them fulfilled in this life. We're going to have to die without some of the promises of God being fulfilled to us. But the good that he promised me was that he was going to catch me up when he come back. If I don't ever have no good in this life, I have something in the life to come that's going to be worth more than the little joy I could get from this life. This life is nothing to be compared with the life that is to come. Sometimes we prepare for living and forget that we have to die. Amen. But the very time we think we got things in order, that it's time for us to lay it down and take our rest. I got plenty to carry me through the rest of my life. Amen. Then God said, thou fool, this day your soul is required. Amen. Because you're only prepared Amen. For this life. Amen. I said the other day, I was reading a little story about the farmer that had a pig, blue ribbon pig, pedigree pig. He was so good and he loved him so much till he insured the pig and didn't put no insurance on himself. Amen. He loved the pig. One day he was taking the pig out for a walk, and the pig saw a potato chip, French fry between the tracks. So the pig stopped to get it. And you know he couldn't get it right easy, pick it up like you could have. He kept rooting. I guess he pushed it farther away from him. The train was coming. And the man was thinking so much about the pig, for he forgot to get off the track. So not only did he get killed, but the pig got killed also. But the thing about it was that the pig was insured. And the poor man had no insurance on himself. he valued the pig so much till he put a $10,000 insurance, life insurance on the pig. So both of them got killed, and the poor widow had to take the insurance that was on the pig and bury the man. So if it had not been for the pig, he would have had no money to be buried with. They put the pig, buried him in a ditch, and buried the man in the cemetery, offered the pig's insurance. Amen. We are so wrapped up in things around us. We insure our cars, our house, our rings, and all our jewelry, we insure it. Because if they get stolen, we take the insurance papers to the insurance company and they pay us off. That's all well and good, we should. But have you got life eternal insurance? Amen. All right. It's all right to have $300,000 life insurance, but do you have eternal life insurance? Amen. Amen. Because when you die, you're going to need eternal life. You may not feel like you need eternal life now, but when you die, you're going to need eternal life. Amen. And guess what? You can't get it. Your time is now. So let's not get so busy with the cares of life and the material things of life that we forget our soul. Amen. Amen. We need to know that it takes more than just coming to church and just singing a few songs and clapping our hands and praying a little bit. It takes more than that to guarantee you eternal life. But God said men ought to always pray and not to faint. Now, I don't know your definition of prayer, but when I look in the Bible, I see proof of witnesses that had trouble, testers in life, but they prayed. Yes. And they just didn't go down on their knees and say, help me, Jesus, if you can. They just didn't do a 5 minutes prayer. But they separated themselves from everybody and went in prayer. You see, we try to pray with everybody around us. When we come to church, we say prayer meeting is important. Yes, it is important. But just one night a week prayer is not enough. Because you are surrounded by people in prayer. Amen. Now, I don't know if any of you ever came out here since 1975 to pray early in the morning and nobody came but you. Amen. See, we are people that lacks company. We have to have somebody around us. If we have no saints around us, we won't have a family around us. But there are times I long to be all alone. Lord, have mercy. With Christ, my Lord. You got to get along sometimes. Trouble in your home and trouble on the job and trouble everywhere. Just a few minutes of everybody in the house, you got to get separated from them. I want God to hear me and I want to talk to God. I don't need no company when I get ready to pray. I like to be alone when I pray. I can remember before we added on to this church, I used to come to pray, and some mornings, Sunday, cold and hot, I'd have to pray by myself. But thanks be to God, I got strength enough to continue until this day. And this day, I still have to pray. Amen. I want to let you know that everything you think is giving you strength is not giving you strength. That which you think it got you strong, eventually you'll find out it made you weak. Amen.